Young couple Catherine and Mike accepted a lucrative offer to participate in the experiment. All that is required of the participants is to spend 50 days in one room. The prize will be $5 million. Hello everyone, this is a Movie Time channel. The film is called The Immaculate Room. Catherine has her doubts about the whole thing, thinking it's too good to be true. But Mike assures her that sometimes luck just comes knocking on your door and you gotta go with follow and enjoy it. The room they're in is really plain, with just a bed and a shower that's meant for one person only. There is a control module through which they can learn the rules of the room and get specially prepared food. The lights automatically turn off at 10 p.m. and Catherine has set an alarm for 7 a.m. the next morning. Despite all the inconveniences, the couple think the prize money more than makes up for it. So the next day they give up all their clothes and get new ones, which makes Mike feel like they're in a hospital. Catherine starts to wonder why the organizers are doing all this, and Mike tells her that it's some professor who founded the project. Apparently, the professor had found a plain and ordinary family in the Midwest, where the dad worked, the mom was a baker, and the kids went to the only school in town. The professor spent $150 million on turning them into the next Kim Kardashian. He got them Hollywood PR people, stylists, and anything else they wanted. At first, it worked. The kids got modeling contracts, the dads acted in commercials and TV shows, and the mom became a manager at a factory. But then, she shot him when she found him in bed with another woman, and she ended up in a prison for murder. The son went missing, and the daughter dead of a drug overdose. It's been almost 2 days, and Mike starts saying that he hates the clock. He feels like a second lasts longer than usual. 50 days in that room could feel like 3 months to them, and Catherine tells him that it's only been 2 days and they're already coming up with the conspiracy theories. They just need to relax and not stare at the clock for too long. The morning alarm clock that Kate set, which can't be turned off, is driving Mike crazy, but he has no choice. The day goes by, special food, an empty room, nothing changes. Day, food, white room, day, night, white room, food, nothing changes. And then Mike finds a bug. It seems like a regular bug could be better than nothing in that room. Mike decides to feed it, but the rule says that food is only meant for 2 people. Realizing that it's not worth it, Mike eventually says that he needs to release it outside. Mike speaks into the camera, saying that he's not leaving the room, he's just opening the door to let the bug out. Catherine tells him that it's a bad idea and they start arguing. Catherine said that Mike's only vegan to prove something to someone, and Mike tells her that you can exist in this world, eat and not kill anyone. Catherine completely disagrees, and she tells Mike that his problem is that his father gave him too much, which is why he's doing the kind of art he does. As a result, they argue, and Catherine accidentally steps on the bug. Time passes, but not as fast as they wanted to. Mike tells his girlfriend that he wants to take some entertainment. He written the rules that everyone can take 2 things, but it would cost $100,000 from the prize money. Then we see Mike getting a green chalk as entertainment, sacrificing money for it, which Catherine says will be deducted from his share. After getting the chalk, Mike eagerly starts drawing on all the walls on the white room, and at some point, Catherine asks him to draw her. Mike suggests drawing her with an artist's eye, but Catherine wants a natural portrait. As a result, Catherine tells Mike that he can't draw her naturally and is just messing around, which upsets him again. After the chalk ended, boredom sets in again. Kate realizes she's been behaving poorly and apologizes for it. The situation heats up when she finds a loaded gun in the bathroom and suggests that they are being toyed with, hinting that they may have to use it at some point. Unable to figure out how to get rid of the gun, they end up tossing it under the bed. The next day, Mike unexpectedly receives a video message from his sister's boyfriend's sister, who says a lot of unnecessary things, makes fun of Mike for deciding to come to this room, and implies that he did the right thing by distracting himself from Kate. Right after that, Kate receives a message from an elderly man. She reacts very negatively and says she doesn't want to hear it. The old man tells her he is in a nursing home, he is fine, and starts singing a children's song and talking about how much he loves Catherine. The next day, Kate admits to Mike that she lied about her father. She's ashamed of him and has her own reasons. As it turns out, Kate's father cursed their house and took the money saved up for school fees, depriving her of the chance to grow up normally. Kate falls into depression because of the situation, while Mike nearly goes crazy from boredom. Attempting to cheer Kate up doesn't work, and at some point, Mike says he feels like he can't handle it. Kate begins to worry that Mike will give up and tells him to take a second distraction that will cost another $100,000. The next entertainment turns out to be a naked girl, and that's where the most interesting part begins. When Catherine comes out of the shower, she sees a completely naked girl, and Mike starts to justify himself. Also, he is not guilty of anything. The girl introduces herself as Simone and explains that she was unaware of the immaculate room. An agent found her job, and one of the conditions in the contract was full nudity. She sees that Mike is not showing any interest in Simone, but he is paying her a lot of attention. The situation worsens because there is nowhere for the new guests to sleep. Mike says he will sleep on the floor and the girls will sleep together. However, Simone says that it's ridiculous because the floor is concrete. In the morning, Catherine is relieved that the girl has left the room, but she meets her in the shower. The situation with jealousy continues until Kate says she wants to have fun and the room gives them pills, after which they go all out. The whole trash happens until Mike completely blacks out. He sees a drowning child that he cannot save. Mike comes to and Catherine calms him down, saying that it was just his imagination. Later, we learn that the child he dreamed about was Mike's younger brother. He was asked to watch over him while his parents were away. As a result, the child fell into the pool. Mike dived after him, but he was unable to save him. When he comes to, Mike starts talking to Simone. He begins to share his experiences with her and tells her that losing his brother was a big psychological trauma for him. The girl tells him about how she lost her mother and that many people face such difficulties in their life and experience the loss of their loved ones. At this moment, Catherine wakes up and catches them holding hands and starts to be jealous again. The girl starts insulting Simone, and in the end, Simone, out of spite, says that something might have happened between them. The next day, Catherine cannot find Simone and is finally happy that she has left the room. But then she discovers an inscription on the wall. "I have never had such an amazing intimacy with a man." Mike immediately says that it's nonsense and that he didn't sleep with her. Kate tells him that Simone looks like his ex, so it's not surprising that he's so friendly with her. Mike explains to her that it's all the room, the organizers are playing with her and trying to get her emotions out, to which Catherine responds that there are no emotions. He slept with Simone, making her jealous in process. Completely losing her mind, Kate pushes Mike and he hits his head on the corner of the wall. She immediately rushes to him and apologizes, saying that she didn't mean to do it and that it was an accident. Mike begins to tell her that he never gave her any reason to be jealous. He gave up everything for her, stopped talking to his wealthy friends, and in return only received reproaches and jealousy. After Mike starts saying that he needs medical help, Kate tries to explain that they don't have the opportunity, and if he leaves the room, then everything will end. Hearing this, Mike asks her a key question, asking how far she is willing to go. Will she let him bleed out of his lost consciousness? He tells Kate that she has completely lost her mind because of money, but she denies everything. Then Mike suggests that they leave the room together, but we see that Kate is more focused on getting money than providing medical help to Mike. Mike tells her that this is not a room, but a mirror. The professor builds all this to show them and test their moral qualities and spirituality, and they fail the test. Money will not help them anymore, and they need to get out of here. After Mike tries to leave, Kate grabs a gun and threatens her boyfriend that she will shoot him, to which Mike says he doesn't believe Kate is capable of that. In the end, Kate only decides to shoot into the ceiling, and Mike, realizing the true nature of his girlfriend, leaves the room. Then we see Kate remaining alone day after day, hoping to get the rest of the money. On the clock, we see that there are 2 days left and Kate heads towards the button. After some time, Mike meets his ex-girlfriend Kate while jogging. He says they haven't seen each other in a long time and offers to take a walk. Mike asks if she eventually got the money for participating in the flawless room, but Kate doesn't answer his question. In the end, we are shown a sign on the building where Kate came out with thanks for an anonymous donation, which hints to us that she still didn't leave the room and received the remaining prize money. Guys, don't forget to watch other videos on our channel. See you soon!